Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave, and I've got some really cool cards to share with you tonight. The first one is this beautiful card. It features the bundle Tasteful Textures, which has a really cool set of framelits that go with it. And here are two of the pieces, and then here's the third piece. Really neat designs. So I'm going to show you how to make a really cool background doing kind of some fun techniques. So to start, I'm going to take my piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is 3 3/4 by 5. And then I'm going to take and add 2 colors of ink to this. I've got Pool Party and Highland Heather. And I'm going to start with my Pool Party. And I'm going to use one of these cool blending brushes. These are actually makeup brushes. They are really awesome for blending ink on your cardstock. So I'm just going to pick up some color like that. And then I'm actually going to bring in my scrap paper here. I'll kind of get rid of a little bit of the ink because I want to make sure it stays soft. And I'm just going to do little circles kind of going across my card here, kind of the top half. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's really nice and soft and subtle, not too dark. I'll do the exact same thing with Highland Heather. Now, the really cool thing about these is that this is my special going on right now. So if you place an order through my online store, you can get some brushes from me for free. All the details will be in the link of the description of this. There will be a link with the details in the description of this video. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing going across here in my Highland Heather. And I'll just get rid of that first little bit of ink to start with. And then I'll go across like that. Okay, so there we go. I've got kind of a cool background. Now I'm going to make this a little bit more interesting by stamping on here some of that coordinating stamped image. I'm going to stamp off the first layer of ink. I can see I got a little smudge on here, so I'm going to work to stamp right over that. And you can see I just get a nice subtle background like so. And maybe I'll even stamp it once more. I'm even going to stamp it off twice. I just really want it to be nice and subtle like that. Okay, I will clean my stamp quickly, and then I'll do the same thing. This time I'm going to do it in my Pool Party ink. Okay, and on the top. So I'll just ink that up, stamp off my first layer of ink, and then stamp that design right on there. Isn't that cool? Now I really wanted to, well, I'm going to stamp my sentiment. This is from that same stamp set. I'll do that in soft or basic gray. I wanted something soft and not too dark and in your face, but something that would be pretty. So I stamped my sentiment right there. And after I did that, I thought, oh, we need to add a little more texture to this. That would be kind of cool. So I really like this design. And so I'm going to take, I'm actually going to tap this into my ink pad like so, kind of carefully. I'm just lightly touching it. Okay. Now I've got some ink on my fingertips, which I'm going to kind of wipe off on my background because I don't want to get ink anywhere. And then I picked this up and there's some ink on those cutting edges. Okay, so I'm going to just set this down on here and then carefully pick it back up. And look at that cool design that I have on there. It's really subtle, but it's super cool. Now, I wanted to kind of alleviate any of, like I got a few smudges on here. So the best way I know to get rid of those smudges as far as seeing them is to just spritz. So I'll spritz a couple times with my basic gray marker. just like that. And then those smudges don't look too worrisome. I also wanted to add a little color or shimmer to this. So I've got a Stampin' Spritzer that's got my Frost White shimmer paint in some rubbing alcohol, and I'm just going to spritz that a couple times on there, and then that will give me some beautiful shimmer. And then I didn't want to stop there. I wanted to have a little bit more of a vintagey look to this, or I guess add just maybe a little more texture. Maybe vintage isn't exactly what I meant. So I'm just going to take my scissors and kind of rub the edges. You can see I'm doing this really lightly, just with a couple fingers. If you get too heavy-handed on this, you can rip your cardstock fairly easy. But I'm just doing a little bit on each side, and that just kind of adds, again, a little more texture. Now I'll take that whole panel and adhere it to a piece of Pool Party that is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, like so. Isn't that beautiful? And then last but not, well, almost last, I'm going to adhere it to my basic gray card. Now, in addition, I will pop this up. Ooh. And then I also want to add a little embellishment to the front. And for that, I took my adhesive backed sequins, and I'm just going to place a few of those onto those beautiful outlines from my die. So I'll just pick these up and kind of place them on here. I think that kind of highlights these little flowers a little bit more, which is exactly what I wanted. I didn't really push very hard on this, and I probably next time would have just pushed on the die a little bit more when I inked it up on there, but I still think this looks really fun and is just a beautiful card. Okay, now I have one other card that I want to show you, and this is creating another background, completely different this time. So we sponged on the first one. On our second background, we're going to do some of our pigment sprinkles. I love these things, you guys. They're so cool. They are bright, happy colors from Stampin' Up. So I'm going to take a piece, just have kind of a scrap piece of watercolor paper. I'm going to take, and I have taped across, there's 3 circles, and I've taped across about 2.5 of them. I'm going to take my mango and just tap a little bit on here. Like so, not a ton, but you know, something to kind of cover everything. Now, I've also got a Stampin' Spritzer this time with water. And I'm going to hold my spritzer maybe 12 to 15 inches above, and I'm just going to spritz it. And you can see with each spritzing, you kind of get a little bit more color. And look at how cool that is. Now to speed up the process, I'm going to heat this with my heat tool so it will dry quicker. Okay, you just want to make sure it's completely clean before the next step. And isn't that a cool looking background? Now I'm going to take my butterfly duet punch, and I want to punch my 2 butterflies out of here. And I want to make sure I have kind of an interesting pattern on here. So I'll punch that twice. I really liked that butterfly. And then maybe those two. Okay, so I've got my butterflies. Now I did this once before, or actually I should say several times before. I did it with the mango, or let's see, Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight, and a Granny Apple Green. And when I punched all those butterflies out, I started to adhere them to a sheet of cardstock. And let me just 7/8 by 5 1/8 piece of Whisper White cardstock. And then I'm going to fill in with some butterflies. Here you can see I've added several already, but I'm just going to fill the remainder of the space in with these. Isn't that cool? I just love, and actually I'm going to move this one over here and put this really cool fun one over here so there a little more of that cool pattern shows. All right, now to do this, I will just add a little bit of glue to the back of that. And so I just wanted to create a background with these watercolor butterflies. I thought that was kind of a different type of background than maybe what you sort of typically think of when you make backgrounds. Isn't that fun? Okay, so I'm going to give those a second to dry. And then in the meantime, I also want to take and stamp my sentiment on a scrap of basic black cardstock. Okay, I've got my black. I've treated it with my embossing buddy. I'm going to stamp my sentiment in Versamark ink and then heat emboss it with some white powder. Okay, so I've got Hello Beautiful. That is from the Butterfly Gala stamp set. Is punch it with my 1.5 inch circle punch. Okay, and it just fits in there, and I love the black and white embossing on this bright, colorful page. Okay, but to kind of even things out a little bit, I'm also going to punch a 2-inch circle out of some vellum and put that right underneath. I just think that'll kind of even things out a little bit. Okay, and that looks good to me. Just going to put a little bit of adhesive on here, not a ton, but a little bit. Make sure that adheres, and then I'll pop this layer up. Now, last but not least, I'm going to take and trim off the excess from the butterflies we added, which is something which I did to the rest of these before I actually started. And look at how cool that is. Now we're going to mount this to a Whisper White thick card base. And then we will have what I can only describe as a fabulous card. I'm actually going to do it this way, just because there's a little lip on the other side of my card. Okay, and look at how cool that card is. So I've shared 2 really cool techniques for getting a background on your card. I hope you love both of them. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you want to see more awesome videos like this one, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a little button right here in the corner. And if you'd like to purchase any of these items, please shop my online store. There's a link to all the supplies I used in the description of this video. And of course, I would be so grateful for your business. I have a great VIP rewards program and an amazing special going on right now. So check out all those details. It's through July 17th. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. We'll see you again soon. Bye.